It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Caleb Williams. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bears and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Back to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On second down, it's Singletary. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 31-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he's going to have a Bears first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable? Chances picking up a key 3rd down.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, a handoff to Singletary. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Slayton is the man in motion. On the give, it's Singletary. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Stop made by Samson Ebukam. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball
He is in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. It's his second touchdown of the year.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. On the give, it's Johnson. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Bears.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Tracy now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They face second down and 7. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Taken at the 19. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Bears first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's caught left side by Odunze. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The second down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That one on target to Moore. Through the air. First down, Chicago. Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Williams. He runs with it. And he'll be taken down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Williams. That is caught, and he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout.
Big play here, big play.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Throwing is Williams. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Tracy now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a solid first half out of running back Roschon Johnson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Cat, stop us.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, it's Williams. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Now Williams. That's to Odunze again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And
I fumbled the football, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Williams to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Gonna look deep, looking for more. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And he won't quite get in. Down to the one, setting up third and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 24-10 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's got his man. That's Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. A give, and here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. This defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Giants offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
First and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That one on the former number 7 overall pick back in 2022, Evan Neal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that...
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
A throw right side is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page? And not make the same mistake again.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Johnson. And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Johnson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9. Another run here with Johnson.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw. Open man is Robinson. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
There's that man again. Another catch. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He's going to try to get this himself. And he's going to have the Giants first down. And they get it rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
He'll look to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
He'll try the right side with Johnson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Again, left side here for Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.